Now, I thought I'd make this a very quick video as a roundup of what you can expect if you're coming over to Mallorca for the last 2 weeks of the summer season. Now, the summer season officially ends here on the island on the 31st of October, and you're going to see many resorts starting to wind down before they close down for the winter. Now, I was in Calidore yesterday and the beaches were looking pretty busy, as they are behind me down here in Alcudia, especially when compared to this time last year. Now, it really is incredible to think that most of the hotels and the restaurants, the bars and the shops will be closing down in resorts until around next Easter. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to know when things are going to start opening up next year. Now, if you haven't yet booked your break, then the prices of flights that you're going to see for the last 2 weeks of the season, well, you're going to be struggling to find a bargain here, because the final flights heading back to the UK and to other airports around Europe on the last weekends of the summer season, well, the prices are sky high, and I was actually shocked to see how expensive these final flights are. Now, if you are coming in from a third country, just be aware that COVID restrictions for third countries officially remain, and I have been running a poll on the Facebook group and the YouTube channel asking if paperwork is still being checked coming through arrivals. Initially, the response I had was around 50-50, and some travellers were being checked, others weren't, but I've heard increasingly over the past few weeks that paperwork is just not being checked anymore, and arrivals are sailing through the health check area without being stopped. Now, it's not to say that if you are coming in to arrivals that this paperwork will not be checked, and who knows what's going to happen in these final few weeks. So I would also say just be prepared, bring your paperwork, but also I've also heard that anyone that has been tested hasn't been charged for it either. So maybe we're seeing a lessening of these crazy conditions.
But don't forget that face masks are still required on public transport, so on buses, in taxis and on trains too. But the good news is that we're not seeing so many queues now at taxi ranks, so it's going to be a lot easier now to get a taxi if you need one.
Now, here's some other information that you may need to know if you're coming over. The current exchange rate for in-exchange bureaus around the resorts is around €1.09 to €1.11, and the pound's looking really low. So you might want to get yourself a Revolut card, because the exchange rate today for that is €1.15 to the pound. So what else can you expect if you're coming into the island? Well, shops are starting to close down in some of the resorts, and some may not restock some items, so just bear that in mind. For example, you may find in ice cream shops that they may not be restocking some flavours over the next couple of weeks. However, on the upside, I've seen there's some great sales around the resorts, with sales of up to around 40 to 50% off on summerwear. So particularly in Calidore, where I was yesterday on Calle Tagomago, I saw some really great bargains. So this is just a great time of year to pick up your summerwear for next year. Now, with the end of the season, I hate to say it, but we're also starting to see the first signs of Christmas in shops around Mallorca. And as much as I like Christmas, and one of the reasons I love living here is because the Christmas season is so short, well, I'm afraid to say it's not quite the case this year, as we have heard that the Christmas light switch on is happening a whole week earlier on the 19th of November. Now, you can also see Christmas cards appearing in the British supermarkets, and Christmas treats like turrones appearing in the Spanish supermarkets. And I've even heard my first Christmas song playing in Aldi yesterday, which in my opinion is just wrong, as we're still in October. However, if you are over here for Halloween, then there are a couple of events happening in the southwest of the island. So if you're around Magaluf at the end of October, there is a Halloween event at the House of Kathmandu from the 27th of October, and of course you've got the Pirates Halloween show on the 31st of October too. Plus, you're going to find that some bars and restaurants will have Halloween themed nights if you stay on to the 1st of November as well, so make sure you check those out. Now finally, the weather, and you can see the amazing weather over here in Alcudia. The weather forecast for the next couple of weeks is looking absolutely fantastic, but look out for a sprinkling of rain even if it's not forecast. Best of all though, we are getting temperatures of around 26 to 28 degrees all over the island. Now, in terms of water parks, Aguiland has now closed down for the season, but I have seen that Western Water Park in Magaluf and Hydro Park in Alcudia is still open. And with these temperatures, it's still going to be the perfect time to enjoy the attractions as well without the queues as well. And I've seen that they're all running pretty empty. Now, don't forget that just because this is the end of the summer season, we are now entering one of the best times to visit in Mallorca. And with tourist crowds gone or going, it is by far the best time to come over for a cycling holiday or a hiking holiday, or to sightsee around the wonderful old towns that we have here. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button to my channel, as I'll be highlighting over the coming months why Mallorca is just the best destination for a winter break. Now finally, a quick word of warning. With all the rain that we have had over the past couple of weeks, I have to say that the mosquitoes are out in force. I was eaten alive on the south coast yesterday, so make sure you bring some bug spray, also bring some afterbite too, and definitely wear a long sleeve shirt and something to cover your legs as well if you're going out in the evening, especially around sundown as well. Best way to keep those bugs from biting. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching. This is my last summer season travel update. I hope it's been really useful for you. Don't forget you can also find me over on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.